Hello, in today's video I want to demo how to using Terraform to create a network gateway. And in the previous video we demo how to create internet gateway, and in previous video the EC2 instance cannot ping the Google. But today, because we will deploy the network gateway, so after we deploy it, the EC2 instance under the private subnet can ping the Google. Yes, so let's go to our Visual Studio to see the code. So here, this one is our previous code. We can just copy this one and come to here and pass it. So it will exactly the same with the previous one. So and to give the to create the network gateway, we need to give it the elastic IP. Okay, so we need to give it, just make it smaller. We need to give elastic IP to the network gateway. So let's look our code and we can start writing something. So first we need to create elastic IP, and after we create the elastic IP, we can create the NAT Gateway. The NAT Gateway need to under the public subnet, and after that we need to create the private route table, and the route need to, like, let me go back to here. So we need to create the route table. Maybe use this. We need to give, like, before we're using this purple color, today we're using this orange. So we will create the private route table, and also create a route to point the default route, which is 0.0.0 to network gateway. Yeah, so let's start it. And we can using this function to create the elastic IP, and the documentation is in here. So we can just, we can come to here. Everything is just option. We don't really need to provide something in there. And so, but we need to waiting for, like, we need to create the internet gateway first. Then we can come to the the network gateway. So the network gateway I will name it like demo network gateway, and this IP is called network gateway EIP. So I will allocate the IP by using this one, which is in here, AWS EIP, and the name.ip. So, and this one need to under the public subnet. So this one is because we need to create the IP. We need to have the IP first, then assign the IP to our network gateway. So after we have our network gateway, we should create a private route table. So I already write the code in here. So the private route table need to under our VPC. So I put it in this way, and if 0000 will point to our network gateway. And also we need to, because under here we don't mention anything related to like, oh, this route table is under the private subnet, so we need to associate the private route table into the private subnet. So we can review this one, private route table associate, and we put the IP, the subnet IP, which is our private subnet, and also our private route table IP. So that is for, we can try to run Terraform int. Oh, first we need to change it to the we need to change it to our directory and run Terraform int. So during this time we can come to our console and see what is going on before we run our script. So in here, because we don't create anything right now, and we can see maybe roll down network gateway. So now it's empty network gateway. Oh, I created this one before. This one, but it's deleted, so we don't need to worry about this one. And maybe we can give the name. So create the network gateway. We can take name it. Maybe pub network gateway, just network gateway. And save. And we can take a look. Terraform print. Yeah, so we can come back to our This EIP, there is no EIP right now, but we will create it. And the network gateway, yeah, okay. So we can come to see how to, here is the documentation how to create the network gateway. So first is IP and the subnet. Let me compare. Yes, network gateway, yes, subnet, and yes. Then we can run the code Terraform, Terraform apply. Okay, so we can keep reviewed our documentation. Yeah, it should working. This one is the same. Yeah. So the Terraform will assign the EIP to the network gateway and also create the private route table and associate to our private subnet. Then let me see our code, type yes, and it will start to create it. And because I need to demo how I want to show the EC2 instance in the private subnet campaign, so I need to go to the EC2 instance to see the connection since. So now it's creating. Okay, pretty sure. Okay, now it created public instance and private instance, and now it's in the initialization, and we can come to here, refresh. So now we created this one, and it is supposed to assign the private. Okay, now it have it has elastic IP address. It should, okay, still depending. Let me review the code. Okay, still running. Let me refresh again, and we can click this one to see what's going on, and also we can review our route table. Okay, now this one private route table already created for us. Private route table, it's still running. Okay, now it is good. So now we have a private route table and also have public route table. And under the private route table, so local, like under the VPC, they can communicate. And also when the traffic need to go to this 0.0.0.0/0, we'll go to our network gateway. And the network gateway is this one. We can remember the name, 05B, so 05B, so which is correct. And we can come back and refresh is available, and also assign the public IP to us. Then we can check our EC2 instance. And first we need to connect to our, let me come back to here. First, we need to send this private key into our public instance. So how to do that? We can use this one, and also the also this public IP address. Hit enter. Let me see. Say yes. Okay, so we can copy this connection. We can copy this one again. Come to our Visual Studio. Okay, maybe we're using this one. It's more. It's okay. Hit enter, and let me list CHNOD 400. Okay. So maybe we can compare right now. So this one, then we need to connect to. We need to connect to this one, right? And the connection is under here. We just copy this code and come to here again. So now this one, this IP is 01, which is under the public subnet, and this one is 2, and the 2 is belong to the private. We hit enter, type yes, and ping 8.8.8.8. So now it can ping to Google, but the previous video it cannot. This is because we create this network subnet, and this is what I want to demo today. Thank you for watching.